Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. I was on my GFS photos and noticed something that made me uncomfortable. Okay, so for background, I'm 23M, dating this girl, 23F, for about 2 years. We've had ups and we've definitely had some downs. Sometimes when we have sex, we'll record it for ourselves and put it in our hidden libraries. All good for both of us, nothing weird there. A while ago, 6 months-ish, I went on to find a picture in her photos and saw that the hidden library had our videos/pictures in it. At the time we had about 10. Recently, I went on to airdrop a picture to her and was using her phone to edit it. I noticed that the hidden library had 350 plus pictures in it. I was very curious, so I clicked on it and she had put all of our pictures of us, not explicit/just good happy pictures, into it. I started scrolling and found that she had few pictures now of her ex, not explicit, and a picture of them kissing on her birthday, not when we were together. This made my wheels turn. Why would she hide most of our regular pictures? And why is there a picture of them kissing? I didn't say anything to her about it. Instead, I brought up the fact that I was feeling insecure about her ex because they still talk, kid is involved, and would like her to show me her texts with him if she is comfortable. She reluctantly agreed and was very hesitant showing me texts. She started by showing the texts from the last couple weeks about when he was dropping off her son, and then closed her phone and said something along the lines of, see, we're just keeping in touch about our son. Okay, well, why did you close it so quick? I asked her to go back further and she got more hesitant, but again agreed, probably based on the situation of me asking persistently. Get back a couple months and she slows down, almost knowing what's coming up. She starts to tear up. I see a text from her saying something along the lines of, hey, we need to be more careful from now on, I like my name, and do not see an actual future with you. I feel like the problems we had will only come back. She then closed her phone. I asked her if she hooked up with him. And she said no, he wanted to, but I told him no. Now, I don't think I'm stupid and usually err on the side of logic rather than emotion with this kind of thing. I love her, but my emotions of liking her don't shut off my logical thinking. I told her I didn't believe her and she said I don't know what else to say. I have thought about reaching out to her ex. He has made it clear he wants to get back with her, so I feel like he would be honest with me if I asked him to be honest, and I wouldn't be upset with him. Now with that, if I'm totally off, I look like an insecure PRCK with the chances of it getting back to her. Cheating for me is an immediate breakup. I'd have my stuff out by the end of the night. I'm torn. I want to trust her, but I just feel like my mind won't let me on this one. It's like a gut feeling, but I can't go without knowing for sure what happened. What do you guys suggest I do? Hey, we need to be more careful from now on, I like my name, and do not see an actual future with you. I feel like the problems we had will only come back. She then closed her phone. I asked her if she hooked up with him. And she said no, he wanted to, but I told him no. You already know. We need to be more careful from now on. Careful of what exactly? She cheated. Probably a time when you almost saw them. The we in that sentence means quite a lot. Should have gone to Specsavers. Yep, couldn't be more clear. Just refuses to see it. I mean, this is such odd phrasing. I feel like the problems we had will only come back. What were the problems they had? Not cheating? Being too serious? Who says this in real life? I believe it refers to the reasons they broke up in the first place. She's trickle-truthing you. What is trickle-truthing? Never heard of that in my life. It's a term to describe slowly owning up to the truth of what you did over time, only after being constantly hounded by someone and caught red-handed. As far as I can tell, people do it because they still think they can get away with lying even after they get caught, to try and lessen the blowback. So it goes from okay, I did actually hang out with my ex when you said it made you uncomfortable, but nothing happened, to fine we got drunk and kissed but nothing else, to fine we did oral/hand stuff, to we did it once, to surprise I've actually been seeing them for a few weeks now and we're doing it often. At each step they'll insist it's the final truth until you give them incontrovertible proof they are lying, and then they'll move the lie one notch down. Thanks. I just realized my BF did this to me, thought I was crazy but I guess there's a name for it. Huh. Genuinely thought I made this term up when describing how I acted after getting caught cheating when I was a teenager. Glad to know it's a real thing, lol. Nothing happened. We only kissed once. We actually made out a few times. I spent the night over their house only once. I have been seeing that person for 5 years. I swear, I only called her one time, maybe it was 2 times. The 1975? When someone gradually and reluctantly admits to something after you keep asking them about something. Normally when someone gets caught being unfaithful via text or snap or something, not actually in the act, they only admit to things after you hound them about them. Not just by hounding but also by actually finding stuff, which is more common. I've never heard of this awesome term. True. It means they only admit to what they think you already know. As you find out more, they admit to more but hold back the whole truth. Well said. The truth comes out in drips and drops. It's when you get caught in a lie, so you tell just enough of the truth to explain the thing that was discovered without having to admit there's more they haven't found out yet. She started letting him see some texts. Then more, but cried because he was about to see the one about being careful. Then said they didn't cheat, he just wanted to, that's why she said they need to be careful. Of course we all know she really meant they need to be careful about being caught. She wouldn't cry if she thought Op was just going to find out she knocked back her ex. It's like, I wasn't there. Okay, I was there but not that day. Okay, I was there that day but it wasn't me. Okay, I was there that day and it was me, but nothing happened. Okay, something happened but I shut it down. Okay, I didn't shut it down but I didn't reciprocate. Okay, I was reciprocating but it was a one-time mistake. Okay, so I did it for a year and instigated it, boo. If you get that far you need some self-respect. If you haven't already r/surviving infidelity. You wanna know how cheaters work, go there. Be warned though, that shit is real and the wisdom given in that sub is from folks who know. Really difficult to read the truth, you know. Basically what you see criminals do when being interrogated by cops who know everything that went down. Just offering snippets until they crack and confess. Not a single person on Reddit can detect sarcasm unless there is a /s. Sounds to me you almost busted them, although unknowingly. Is there any time you can think of at all that something seemed off? And yeah, she's not telling him we need to be careful about him wanting to sleep with her and her saying no. You know good damn well what's going on, man. Multiple times I called her out for being off. I felt as though I was gaslighted with the response of no. I'm not acting different, claiming I had a false narrative. My dumbass, months ago, thought I was insecure and it was my problem to solve. Eventually it led to a break where I initiated. I was happy with where I was at. She wouldn't take no for an answer and I got back with her hoping she would have learned why I left in the first place. I think even you guys bringing up all these things make me realize I'm not ducking crazy. Why would she learn anything, when you returned? By returning she now knows that you will come back regardless of her behavior. She can lie, hide things and have secret conversations, even hook up with the ex. And you will get mad, leave. And then come back. No reason to change when she has a man who will always return. I know, thanks for telling me how it is. Check out Narcissistic Abuse Sub and Dr. Ramani on YouTube. This, as I read this and the comments, she's narc AF. This is going to sound like disagreeing, I'm actually not. This phrasing makes it sound like a punishment to her and it should never be that. Make decisions based on your happiness. The unfortunate thing about trust is you have to put it out there and it can get damaged. Ask yourself, do I trust her or do I want to trust her? If you don't trust her and don't want to, it's over. You can continue on with the lack of actual proof, but I would consider this high risk for being hurt because something inappropriate is clearly going on but no certainty of what exactly. How will you feel if you continue then end up with the truth you don't want? Is the risk worth it? Honestly, you telling her you need to see her phone answers the question about trust, plus it's a violation of her privacy. If you ever feel the need to violate someone's privacy, it's a good idea to evaluate why. On Reddit it seems 9 times out of 10 it's because the person doing the snooping has some issues with themselves, but this doesn't seem to be the case here. Do what will give you long-term happiness and good luck figuring out what that is. It will be the difficult part. Was the breakup at the same time as the text where she said they have to be more careful? Also, that also suggests that she did not want to end what they were doing but suggests they need to be careful so you don't get suspicious. I cannot think of any rational explanation as to why they would have to be more careful from now on because she likes you, other than she had an affair with her ex. Whether it was physical or not, it should not matter to you. So to clarify, the break wasn't like a real break or breakup. It was time apart, we lived together, and she went to live with her mom for a month. We discussed that this was actually for both of us to benefit because I really needed to focus on finding a new job and wanted to put my head down, very hard working 12 hours, coming home to have to make dinner and entertain a kid. I didn't have time to work on my future. She also agreed to moving back for a month to work on herself. We had strict rules. We didn't want any confusion on what this was. She even wanted to make a contract just so there was no gray area. To summarize, she came up with no cheating, no exploring new relationships. I agreed to that of course, but she was the one who wanted that. Now I'm thinking she made that so I wouldn't explore anything new while she was secretly able to behind my back. Of course. She's just like an ex of mine who was always paranoid about me cheating / leaving her, etc., and I found out it's because that's exactly who she was. Projection. It happens a lot. A contract? WTF? And during that break, she definitely started ducking the ex, if not already in the past. And she's continuing to this day most likely. She was still having sex with him. You aren't careful when you have stopped. You are careful when you are cheating. Perfectly said. Also, please go get tested for STDs. At 23 you don't need this drama. You're still young enough, you've got your whole life ahead of you. Leave this woman behind. She's bad news and you deserve better. Lots of fish in the sea, my man, no need to settle. Trust is everything. Now mistakes can happen in early relationships. She definitely hooked up. Can she admit it? I don't know. Can you live with that? I don't know. She can't admit it. I told her if you tell him right now we can work through this. I don't care if it's 10 years down the line and we have 3 kids together, I will leave you over this if you are lying. She still said no. Okay, well you didn't play that right. Tell a lie that the punishment for lying is very high. It doesn't compel them to tell the truth. It makes them commit to the lie harder to avoid consequences. ? He told her the punishment would be low, that it could be worked through, but if she continued the lie the punishment would be high. Leave mate. This isn't worth it. Thanks brother, I'm going to a therapy session, strictly for this relationship, tomorrow. I told her I was for my anxiety. Ironically my anxiety 10x when we started dating. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.